Okay, so let me ask you something. Your conversation with the secretary, you said that he said he didn't trust you.
Correct.
You testified to that. Is that really how that conversation went? Because there's other people in the room, and I think the conversation was, can he trust you? And your answer was?
He said he could not trust me.
No. The answer, ma'am, it was a recorded meeting. So you can testify one way, or you can prove that you're lying, or give them to be honest with this committee. And I'm giving you the opportunity to be honest here, because you've been really walking around the edges and not being truthful. So did he ask you the question, can he trust you? And your answer was?
He told me he could not trust me. And I told him if he could not trust me, he could fire me.
That isn't how that conversation went. And you know that, don't you?
He told me he could not trust me, and I told him if he could not trust me, he could fire me.
Ma'am, all we're looking for is you to be honest, and you haven't been. You're not being honest with the conversation you're having. You're not being honest with the timeline, and you won't even give the answers of who your attorneys were. And all we're looking for is you to be honest. If we're going to have a hearing and we're going to discuss certain things, let's make sure we're talking with someone that we can trust your answers. It's like my kids. I tell my kids all the time, you know, one thing I want from you, I can deal with any situation we walk into as long as I know you're being 100% honest with me. The minute I can't tell you're being honest with me, I can't trust you. From then on, everything you say is questioned. And you have to question you because your personality and your answers aren't correct. Therefore, I yield back.
Senator Markey.
While I was at a vote, I understand Senator Mullin implied there was a recording of the meeting or meetings between Dr. Monarez and Secretary Kennedy. I will note that if materials have been provided to Senator Mullin and invoked in official committee business, they are committee records, and all other senators on the committee have the right to see those records. I will also note, if HHS has a recording, I asked them to release the recording. I'd also like to know why it was recorded. But releasing the recording would be radical transparency. And this is about fulfilling the president's vision of radical transparency. This is allegiance to President Trump's values. And so I'd ask that that recording be released. I'll also note that we put in a request for any documents or communications that would bring transparency to the situation. We have not yet received those documents. If a recording does not exist, I ask Senator Mullin to retract his line of questions.
Mr. Chairman.
Let me see one more thing. I'll also note that if he has it, I'm also curious why only one senator was given this and why we're just hearing about it now, and why didn't the secretary share it at the Senate Finance Committee? But those are questions that can be answered later. With that, Senator Sanders.
That's exactly the point that I want to make. I mean, how does it happen, if it is true, that one senator has access to an alleged tape recording of a meeting? Nobody else has it, including the chairman. This is what we're dealing with right now. And this is what I think, well, Dr. Monarez, this is a very politicized situation, and it's unfortunate. Thanks.
For the record, it's just been reported that Senator Mullin told reporters that he was mistaken in saying that the RFK Monarez meeting was recorded. But in case he's mistaken that he was mistaken, if there is a recording, it should be released. And it would beg the question of what other conversations were recorded. And I'll repeat what I said earlier. We have sent a request to HHS for records related to these incidences. We've yet to receive those. But of course, it would help the committee, which on both sides has found itself scratching its head. It would help us kind of discern what the truth is.